Hi, Rhapsody. Oh, not too bad. I woke up late, so I'm late. Which is why it's almost 10 o'clock already. Or I suppose. 1 o'clock? Are you guys 3 hours ahead right now? I don't know. I had my alarm set, and I just turned it off and went back to sleep. Putting the sleep in sleepy queue. Hi, Ace. Yeah. I was like, right, okay. I'm just gonna... 5 more minutes, and then I fell asleep for an hour. I was like, ah, shit. So I'm late. That's what happens. Still in bed? Hell yeah. I think after stream, I'm going back to bed. I don't have to do anything today. Need freaking ads to finish. This song constantly makes me think it's going to go into Five Nights at Freddy's by the Living Tombstone. Yuri and oh, no, don't, no. Flashbang camera overexposure. Why does this never stay? Why does it never keep my settings? That's a bit dark. Okay. Never keeps my settings. Okay. I don't even have my counter open. I'm a fraud. Hi, Tuna. Straight up mimicking it, Ember, let's just say... And by it, let's just say my cute. So freaking not ready today. Anyway. Oh. I might... Do we do another Timothy prediction today? I'll wait for more people to get here. But, like, it didn't happen yesterday. And I didn't get any more shinies offline yesterday, so triple odds today. Like, in, like, 4 encounters or something. Or will you get it before then? If I get it, like, right now, then I get it before triple odds. If not, then... Because, triple odds is, like... I don't actually remember. It's pretty close. Okay, a little bit further away, it's 12,288, so... Stay tuned for more on tonight's Biggest Loser. Okay, but like it's very soon. So if I don't get anything in the next 5 minutes, then I'm triple odds. Sorry if I just have, like, genuinely nothing to talk about. I'm so tired. I was not prepared for this at all. I also can't move because I had cricket training last night for the first time in, like, over a month. So I'm very sore. Which is probably why I didn't wake up. I just fell asleep. Maybe quadruple odds today. Honestly, I won't be surprised. Like, I had my spreadsheet up, and to break even, like, to get my average back to 4,096 encounters for just this hunt, I need to go to 57k. No, 56k, and then if I want to break even on 4096 as a whole, I need to go to 57. Play a bit of cricket, yeah, but not in, like, the last month, so I'm very sore. Roughly a 40% chance of going quadruple odds. I hope not. Standing in the odds with 8 legs. I'm drowning in the odds right now. Okay, some point between streams, I need to, like, go back to the Pokemon Center and heal all my Pokemon, because it's been ages and half of these Shiinotic are nearly dead. It really annoys me that doing soft resets using input redirection in the Gen 6 games brings up the, like, internet network error. It just says communication failed, and I think that's because it tries to connect to Nintendo Network on boot, but it just can't. And then input redirection is interfering with that. I don't know. Oh, banger. Did we talk about the new Splatoon update yesterday? I don't know if we did. But I'm a fan. I know some people don't like the changes very much, but I think they're good. I like that there's a health bar. But I also hope that it's toggleable, because we didn't need it before. Haven't played in a long while. Yeah, me neither. I haven't... Probably in over a year I haven't played Splatoon. Hi, Ducky. Yeah, I mean, it does definitely look interesting. So close. I'm 24 encounters away, I think. Yeah. So, 4 sets of encounters away. We need a Manifest Shiny Mimikyu. I hope so. I'm gonna get it on triple odds. That's what the Mimikyus are for, exactly. Almost at 1500 Darkrai as well. That's really good progress. He chant Mimikyu 5 times to summon him. Listen, I think, or the whole layout is probably more than enough. If the Mimikyus aren't getting the message through this, I don't think anything's gonna break through to them. We need more Mimikyu. These encounters are so fast, I'm getting whiplash. Well, it's because I'm on 6 games. Not used to it, yeah. It's real fun going to, like... Lately I've been flipping between this and Colosseum Quilava, and it just slows right down. Okay, this is it. I'm about to hit triple odds. That's it, triple odds. Double Mimikyu, but no shiny. Hi Claire, it's also real fun going to the library. What does that mean? Now go to 24k? I probably will. Have I been? No, I've just been doing that offline. It's probably not something I really want to stream. Just because it's so dead. All this for Timothy? If there's a Timothy, I'm killing myself. That's 6 Haunter, so... I hope... I swear to God, I hope there's no Timothy. If I keep going this far over odds, and there's no Mimikyu... Ugh. It's just really weird. I mean, like, this is expected because of how under odds everything was. But it just feels so weird doing this hunt and going this high, you know? I don't know, it just feels... I'm not necessarily complaining because, like, this was happening at some point. Ah. Feel like I'm gonna get shiny Zygarde from Dynamax Adventures before you get Mimikyu. See, the problem with Zygarde isn't the odds, it's... I'm not even pressing the R button, dude, what? It's not the odds, it's just how difficult it is. Yet, Timothy, you should write a letter to your local politician. I'm writing to immigration and getting it deported. Hi Abby, all this for Golbat, don't you even think about saying that. I mean, to be honest, if I'm gonna get something that isn't Mimikyu, I probably do want Timothy. Just because it's funny. Genuinely, the worst ending would be Shuppet. Oh my god, hitting the 10% instead of the 5. It's like, Shuppet would be actually the worst, because it's not even in all of the games. No one would be happy. Exactly. Nobody wants you here, Shuppet. Go away. Went 24k for a Wingull, so look out for Michael. Oh. He's Michael. I'm also vaguely alert for Green Steve. Pockets B2 Pokegold accessory bundle is Mimikyu themed. Why couldn't they do this stuff in, like, real products and not on my phone? I'm not gonna play Pocket again. I just kinda don't care. But, like, that's really cool and I wish it wasn't in Pocket. See this guy right here? Just needs to be a little bit more grey. Oh, girl. Sorry, Mimikyu, my bad. I apologize. I haven't actually seen it. I'm having a look. Oh, those are really good. Oh, I want them. I hate when a 4096 hunt goes over 10k. My 5 longest hunts in 4096. 31k, 16k, 15k, 14k, and 11.5k. That one was with Charm. Overodds with Charm just feels like genuinely bullying. It feels illegal. Doing any sort of... this is why I hate method hunting. It's because, like... Okay, my odds are really low. I'm expecting a shiny. It's like, where's my shiny? I'm method hunting. Where is it? And then it just doesn't happen, and then you're over odds. One, two, three, four, two. Wow. That's an encounter number. And now it's my ID in silver. My ID in my copy of silver is 12348. I was doing if you go over odds with Charm, you should retire from shiny hunting because you're washed. Exactly. If you're gonna go over odds, do it like a real person. Yeah, I was doing ID resets in. You didn't post that REs are bad in a Pokemon too. I saw that and I'm pissed the fuck off. I literally just saw that before I went live. It's like this person was like, they were talking about how the older Pokemon games have like no quality of life, like why is it so hard to nickname Pokemon and stuff, and then they were like, why did it take until 2022 for random encounters to get removed, and all the comments were like, I was agreeing with you until you were god-awfully wrong. It's like, I don't know, I don't want 16 Scarlet and Violets after this. I want more games with random encounters. 1500 Darkrai. And she's 21. Really? Dude. Let me find it. Okay, I've got the tweet. Every time I go back and play an older Pokemon game, I remember how much every time I go back and play an older Pokemon game, I remember how much better the quality of life is nowadays. Why was stuff like re-nicknaming or Pokemon or fast travel such a hassle until like the Switch games? Why were there random encounters still a thing until 2022? And everyone was like, I agreed with you until random encounters. They're beating your ass in the quotes, dude. Beating your ass in the quote retweets. I like both random and overworld, like Sword and Shield. I like that Sword and Shield still had overworld encounters while keeping them random. Like, you didn't know the shininess of the Pokemon until you encountered it. Granted, that probably means there were shinies that have spawned in that everybody's missed because you just can't see them. However, it doesn't matter because it's the same thing with random encounters if you just don't run through the grass at the right time. Some people don't understand map design. Yeah, exactly. Sword and Shield has an infinitely more compelling map design than Scarlet and Violet. Because there's actually designated area for random encounters rather than Pokemon just thrown everywhere. Like, I'm thinking, what's the route, the ice route, heading into Winden? I can't remember what it's called. But where I did my Duraludon hunt. Ace, you were there. No random encounters, or Kanto was the only good game? Kanto... People thinking Kanto is the only good game is infinitely worse. Route 10? Yeah, I thought so. Like, I'd much rather I'd much rather hunt on Route 10 in Galar than at, like, Glaciado Mountain. Because it just doesn't make any sense where the Pokemon spawn. So it doesn't make sense thematically in where Pokemon spawn? Yeah, exactly. They're just strewn all over the ground, like... And because of that, because they don't have specific spawn points for Pokemon, they spawn inside walls. And I don't think having the ground extend past the wall is a bad thing, because you're not supposed to be able to see it. But when your game is so broken that you can just very easily clip the camera through and then also have Pokemon spawn behind the walls, that's an issue. I don't understand why they just didn't... I don't know. At least Legends Arceus had, like, fixed spawn locations. Legends ZA has fixed spawn locations. Like, there's no... There's nothing random like it is in Scarlet and Violet. It's just, like, actual game design. Whoa, what the hell was that? Was that flash just on my end, or was that on the stream? Hi, Galactose. One of the most memorable things with Scarlet and Violet for me will be the time I randomly... Can I not fucking read today? The time I randomly decided to peek into a wall and there was just a full odds Hoppip deep in there. That's awesome. It's Halo night. I love Halo, dude. Have fun. What Halo? What Halo are you playing? Just... We didn't have time to do Spawn Anchors due to COVID. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like having both where I can get random Pokemon but also seeing Pokemon like in a tree and seeing the shiny. Yeah. I think a combination like Sword and Shield is perfect. Condolences on the jaundice fish. Did you phase again, Abby? Cool. I just don't get an encounter there, it's fine. What did you phase on? Oh, Magikarp. Oh, you're doing Feebas? Good luck. I want to do that hunt this year as well. I do need to play through one of my Platinums up to there, though. SV needed to be delayed internally. The DLC was still at 2023 and ZA was 2024. Yeah. I'm glad that ZA got delayed as well. I just wish that, I don't know, I really wouldn't have been mad if ZA was a Switch 2 exclusive, because then we could have had, like, not flat walls. Because I know there's this one guy who does, like, videos on all of the cut content and betas and stuff for Pokemon games. And I didn't watch much of his video for ZA, because, like, all of this is coming from the Terra leak, and I don't know, it's kind of yucky that we even have access to this. I mean, it's really cool, and I'm glad that we do, but, like, it was stolen. I did watch his Sun and Moon video. Well, I listened to his Sun and Moon video while I was at work. And I watched like maybe the first 5 minutes of his ZA video, and there was like fully 3D buildings in like very early builds. You just found shiny Deoxys? Dude, what? No way. Congrats, Liz. How many resets? It's bold. I'm gonna guess that it's rash. It has a rash. Middle shopper will have Frisk. I'm so good. Hard read on the shopper. Now go back to hell. Just over 7,000? That's crazy. Sour candy. Okay, wait, so 4 times over odds is 16k-ish. 16,200 or whatever. Hi, Delaney. Thank you for the sparkles. It feels really weird saying 12k is triple odds, because like, for 8192, this is just like a regular over odds. Need to happen in 2021, so they could do something with the TCG and anime. Probably had a date in mind when they announced the games. Yeah, well, Game Freak is on a really strict schedule to coordinate everything with the TCG and the anime and the merch and everything, so... There will be no more Shop It today. Shop It, go away. Can somebody make a mod for the game that removes all the other encounters from here and makes it just Mimikyu? No, I don't want that. That's just eggs with extra steps. Is Klefki welcome? No. I have so many Klefki. If I remember correctly, I have 6 Klefki. But the last 3 phases were all Shop It, so Shop It is like #1 on the ban list right now. If this isn't the phase, you have to do a FNAF marathon stream. If by marathon you mean the same length of time I normally stream, then perhaps. Look at the last Klefki plush on the shelf in Shibuya. Oh, nice. Scarlet Violet's Backlash made Nintendo tell Game Freak to delay until Switch 2. I'm probably not surprised, but then everyone also wanted ZA delayed until this year anyway, which is a good thing. I think they should have longer dev cycles rather than trying to pump out a game every year. I hope that since Ilka is handling Champions, more resources have been put into into Gen 10, and it's a better game. And maybe it won't come out this year. Maybe it'll come out next year. Maybe they just announce it at Pokemon Day. That'd be nice. I'd like that. I'd like them to take more time than release a game every year. Oh, wait, yeah, no, I did forget this is the 30th anniversary. We're definitely getting Gen 10 this year, never mind. Though, I hope that the next game isn't next year. I hope that there's a delay. Just pull full out Mimikyu EX from TCG Pocket. I need to see what that looks like. Oh, that's good. Okay, sorry, Minecraft music. Quarter is quirky. Quirked up Deoxys. Quirked up white boy. Gen 10 Scarlet Violet level disaster. Don't say that. I want a good game. Do you have to wonder if ZA got pushed back due to it not being ready, but instead got pushed back for the Switch 2 release? He's directing Gen 10 since late 2021, early 2022. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if... Well, it would have been like the remake team working on ZA, right? Don't forget they do also have a small team working on Beast of Reincarnation, but most of that development isn't being done in-house. But they do have a small team on that. The curry sausages were good. Hello, Patricia. Did Munchlax like them? Shove it, go away. Can I get a repel specifically for Shuppet? Sleepy did like is your Munchlax called Sleepy? My identity is being stolen by a Munchlax. It was only Wobbuffet class. Need to make a Copperaja at least. It's named after my Snorlax from Teal Mask, fair enough. It would make sense if he's been cooking with the early concepts and stuff, yeah. Sleepy the snacks. You have to get the sleepy time mark on it then. God, I don't... When I eventually do Mimikyu in Scarlet and Violet, I want to try and get a mark. I should probably get the Mark Charm. Try and get the Sleepy Time mark. Or the Rainy mark. Because the Sodden is such a good title. My, Gen 10 isn't 60 FPS, we're cooked. Yeah. Gen 10 has to be like a Switch 2 only game, right? There's no way it's on Switch 1. I mean, ZA is still a Switch 1 game. It's just got a performance patch on Switch 2. That's it. So, like, there's no way this game is a Switch 1 game. I hope that it's not. I can't wait until the Switch 2 OLED drops so I can get a second one so I can double hunt. I think it's insane that some people have multiple Switch 2s right now. Like, I know Matt has one just because his pre-order shenanigans, there was stuff going on where it didn't cancel or whatever, so he just got it anyway so he could double hunt. But, like, that's insane to me. Wishing you good luck today. Thank you, Charlotte. I'm like, already 6 feet under at this point, so... hopefully it's not too bad. Has to be Switch 2 since it's the first full year of Switch 2. Yeah. I didn't even have one. they're so expensive. I mean, realistically, that's the price. The price of a Switch 2 is what a price of a Switch 2 would be, but like it's still so expensive. I'm kind of hoping they do like a Switch 2 Lite, because to be honest, it's actually quite big. But like, it was an entire paycheck almost for me. It was more than my entire paycheck. But like, I got my tax return right before I started my job, so I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna spend all of this on a Switch 2, and then it doesn't matter. So I did. I'll bet that July to December is fully Switch 2 games for Rhythm Heaven being probably May to June. Well, Tomodachi Life as well, so we'll see. 12 hours from seeing Tomodachi Life's release date. I forgot that that was today, that's true. We'll see. Excited? Yeah. Pretty sure the Switch 2 was 75% of my monthly pay, so I just ate water soup for that month. Oh my god. Probably March 19th if I had to guess. That's probably a good guess, actually. I think, because there's plenty of people here now, it's time for the Timothy prediction. We'll do 2 minutes. Start prediction. Timothy prediction. It'd be crazy to think the Switch 2 and me moving out happened the same year. Damn. My brother got me the Paldean Fates ETB Pokemon Center version for my birthday. Oh, nice. Is the Pokemon Center one any different to the regular Mimikyu one? Two weeks after Pokopia and 2 weeks before Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, that's probably a good slot for it. Get the Mew. I never got the Mew. I didn't get a lot from Paldean Fates, to be honest. It's more packs than it says Pokemon Center on it, is that it? Wasn't even fucking trying. I want the Mew, but like, I mean, it'd be cool to have, whoops. But also, I'm not like... I haven't even really looked at the set list for a lot of stuff. I don't typically look at set lists when sets come out. I just like... buy the packs, and if I get something good, I get something good. But for Ascended Heroes, because I had to cancel my pre-order, I did look. There's 3 Mimikyu EXs in the new Pocket set. There's 3 of them. I've seen one of them. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I had to cancel my Ascended Heroes ETB pre-order, so I looked up the set list, and I saw there was a full art Misdreavus and Mimikyu, so I was just kind of screwed. I just bought those cards separately. $300 for the regular ETB and $400 for Pokemon Center? Oh yeah, because they're out of production now. I bought 2 of them. 2 of the ETBs while they were still current. they're like ETBs are like 100 Australian. So like, but this would have been in 2024. So a while ago. Only cards I care about are Osh, what good art or previous teammates I used. That's fair. I'm doing like a card living dex type thing. So I need one of every Pokemon. So I don't really mind what sets I open as long as I can fill in those slots. Short-term goal is fill in all the slots. Long-term goal is like get the specific cards I want for those slots. Any you're missing? Oh, a lot. Most of them actually. Well, not most of them. But a lot. The only thing, I think I'm like up to putting all the Gen 9 Pokemon into my binder right now, and I'm about like halfway through Gen 9. And the only Pokemon outside of the new Megas I'm missing, because those don't have cards yet, is, what's it even called? Quaxly's evolution. Not Quackleval. Quaxly, Quackleval... I genuinely cannot remember what Quaxly evolves into. But so far, that's the only one I'm missing. Quaxwell. Wait, is it Quaxly, Quaxwell, Quackleval? Quackleval is the final evolution? Because I'm missing the final one. Ballet Doug. Well, he's more like a, carnival performer, not ballet. Is it Quackleval is the final form? Because that's the only one I'm missing so far from Gen 9. Probably because, like, most of the... At least half of the Quackleval is Carnival. Yeah, I'm missing Quackleval. Oops. Meowscarada and Skeledirge are really memorable. I genuinely could not remember Quaxly's line. He's just a duck that I don't really care about. I don't know, the Paldea starters are definitely a step up from the Galar starters, but then also there's Quaxwell and Quackleval or whatever, and I just don't really care. No, don't open File Explorer. Okay, bye-bye my frames. Yep, there it goes. Okay, am I back? Hello? Am I alive again? Did it die for a sec? Yeah, I opened File Explorer, which is apparently a death sentence. I don't know why my computer does that. I'm back. Oh, triple Mimikyu. Genuinely, I don't know why. Like, my internet just dies when I open File Explorer. And then, like, it used to be really, really bad, and then I got a new Wi-Fi card, and now it's less bad, but it's still not good. And I don't know why. Okay, we're back. But now is not really a great time to buy anything new for a computer, which sucks because I was going to try and get more RAM. But, you know, that's never happening. I was like, I should get more RAM. And then as soon as I was like, I'm gonna get more RAM, they were like, no, you're not allowed to have RAM anymore. Oops. Because of shitty AI, yeah. And Crucial was like, yeah, we're not making consumer RAM anymore. We're selling all of our RAM. What did Weird Al do? No, AI. It's... I'm a fan of those jokes. Unfortunately, this was made with Al. Just commenting on everything, anything to do with Weird Al. This was AI, I'm sorry. This is freaked up and evil. Only people who make emotional AI prisoner videos can have what? Emotional AI prisoner videos? What? I have not seen any of those. Remove these chains and say that again. What does that even mean? Emotional, like AI generating videos of prisoners being sad in prison? Gonna replace my main fire red leaf green with a ruby. Which Reggie do I go for? Regirock. Regirock is a really good shiny, I think. I think Regirock and Registeel have really good shinies, and then Regices is like alright, and then in 3D Regices is like the worst. The Nintendo guy, yeah, Reggie. Reginald Fils-Aimé. He quote tweeted the Tomodachi Life Direct tweet with with a gif of him, a giant version of his me coming out of the water in the original Tomodachi Life. I wish that man still worked for Nintendo. Set that up in a bit. Good luck. There's always some Bane-looking guy in a courtroom getting a life sentence. Good. It was from the OG Tomodachi Life Direct. I love it. Yeah. It's genuinely been so long since I played Tomodachi Life. Like, all of the Miis in my original Tomodachi Life are all, like, friends from primary school. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, now I can do that. Good shiny Tentacruel from Dynamax Adventures, nice. Oh, evil number for Mimikyu. This is my first game for it, we've got to figure out who to add. Yeah, I have like no Miis on my Switch, and I didn't play Miitopia, so like, I have no idea. The one thing I want, the only thing I want for this Tomodachi Life is, please, 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 for the love of God, don't make all my Miis have an American accent. I'm so glad that Australia got the EU version of the game, so all of, like, the English speech was, like, a British text-to-speech. I'm so glad we did not have the American one. Because of, like, how not incredibly great the text-to-speech was, suspension of disbelief. You could believe that it was like a weird Australian accent. But maybe they'll have actual accent choices? Maybe. I'm just glad that I wasn't forced into being American. If accent choices is probably just like the best outcome, but they could probably also just do a Euro and North America version of the game, which is what they did before anyway. Also, the PAL box art for the 3DS game was way better than the North America one, and nobody believes me. They changed the logo for North America, and I don't know why. Like, ours was more... Oh. The Bean Labs, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome in. How's it going? Can get you a shout out. Is the chat now filled with beans? It would seem so. Super fun, I lost to Brawly like 8 times in Ruby. Oh god. Were you doing like any sort of challenge run, or are you just playing through the game? Anyway, I'm Dream Team Quest. My only 2 Pokemon were from other files, though. They wouldn't listen. Oh, I've been there. I've done that. When I first played through Ultra Sun, well, Ultra Moon, I traded over my Lunala from Moon, and I had that for like the whole playthrough. And it wouldn't listen to me for most of the game. What Pokemon are you planning for the DTQ? I haven't done a DTQ before. I should do one at some point. I still have a working copy of Moon, so I should try an NTQ. What's an NTQ? Right now, we got Triku and Makahita. First time doing a DTQ. These were my first 2 8192 hunts. Oh, nice. I'm getting way more into shiny hunting the last year. Been way fun. Yeah, definitely. That's really cool. Nostalgia Queen. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, okay, no, I know what a Nostalgia Team Quest is, I just didn't realise what NTQ was. Yeah, I did, like, I've done a trial quest, but I've like a badge quest in Ultra Sun and Moon, but I've never done a DTQ. I feel like if I was going to do a DTQ, I'd probably do it in, like, Platinum. But I'd have to actually come up with what a DTQ would be. Like, what I know would be, what Pokemon I would want. I'd have to possibly suffer starter resets, though. They're honestly not that bad. Picking the team has been tough, I only have so many figured out so far. I know a lot of people will go and like they'll try and make their team, the shinies, be like coordinated. Like they'll all be a similar color, or they'll be like a rainbow. Or you could just do whatever you want. I definitely haven't done one before, so I'm really not sure. I mean, if I was gonna do a DTQ, I'd do it in like Gen 7, but I've done so much hunting in Gen 7 that it's probably not probably doesn't matter. Like, if I was doing a Gen 7 DTQ, Mimikyu would be on it. And I am not... I'm not doing this a second time. This whole thing. Sometimes I do a Nuzlocke rules for encounters on that. That's an interesting idea. Hello, Speed Bump. I've been doing some good progress on Darkrai, I think. Gen 7 is a blast, but I burn myself out on SOS encounters. See, I'm, like, pretty much exclusively a full odds hunter, so I've literally never done an SOS hunt. When I was younger, I definitely tried, but I never did one successfully. Like, I think when I was 12 or something, I tried to SOS for Mimikyu, and then I didn't have a Pokemon with Soak, and I was like, oh, well, how am I even going to knock out the Mimikyu? What am I doing? So I gave up. Because, like, I couldn't false swipe, and then you needed to hit them twice because of Disguise. And then I've done a lot of SOSing Chansey in on Pony Island just for level grinding, but I've never found a shiny off that. Gen 7 was the one game I managed to create a team for without leaks because nothing was hidden. I mean, there were a lot of Gen 7 leaks. I just wasn't, like, on the internet when that was happening, so I missed all of it. Going into Gen 7 blind was awesome because, like, genuinely, when I went into Gen 7, was... All I had seen about it was the TV ads. I saw the starters for Sun and Moon on TV, and I was like, I want the cat one. I want this game. And then I just played the game, and I saw, like, basically nothing for it online, and it was awesome. I'm just talking about official reveals on YouTube. I didn't even see those. I went in, like, almost completely not knowing what was happening. She got Oricorio from SOS before beating Hala. It was a slog. Definitely would have waited until false swipe. Yeah. Smeagol SOS King for Mimikyu. Changed Mimikyu to a water type, then false swipe. Yeah, I've got Smeagol's in all of these games with Soak and false swipe, but I'm leading with Shiinotic because it has Illuminate. And I haven't been bothered knocking them all out. The Shiinotic have Spore anyway, so I can just Spore with Shiinotic and then swap out, so it doesn't matter. Talking about it in school with my friend each morning if there was one. See, none of my friends ever really cared about Pokemon, so it was just like a me thing. Which actually really sucked. That was, like, not great because I had nobody to talk to about Pokemon. We would always, like, discuss the Nintendo Directs, though. I remember I was freaking out that morning at school when the Splatoon 3 Direct happened. Like, I literally spent... I don't think I did any work that day. I just spent the day, like, rewatching the trailer and looking at stuff online. None of my friends liked Gen 7, so I couldn't go off about it to anyone. Yeah, none of my friends cared about Pokemon in general, in primary school or high school. No Pokemon has the ability Harvest as its main ability, it's only a hidden ability? Ah. How did people set up a Harvest Trevenant then? I don't know. I'm not really sure on how you get hidden abilities in Gen 7. Yeah, I was about to say, you can get them from SOS, can't you? SOS can get hidden abilities. Yeah. Contrary Lurantis? Ah, okay, yeah. That would make sense. You know, if I thought about it. I wonder if you can get Harvest Trevenant in Gen 6. Is there a way of doing that? Like with Poke Radar or something, I feel like. Oh no, I haven't played much Gen 6. Oh, ads are about to start. Okay. I will be back in a few minutes. I use the ads as a little break, so have fun with that. Sorry. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Lurantis is all-time favorite. Gen 7 has such a literally, Gen 7 does not miss on a single Pokemon. There is no bad Pokemon in the Gen 7 decks. Everything is a good... All of the new Pokemon are good. Like, it just does not miss. Horde battles in Dex Nav? Ah, okay. Look out. Jupiter! There it is! Germa Jupiter is here! Hello, Germa Jupiter. He's so round. I've never actually properly looked at that emote before. Yep, that's Jupiter. Jupiter. I can't believe they officially want you to pronounce it Jupiter. It's clearly Jupiter. It's a spider. And it's Jew. Jupiter. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Five Haunters. It's not Speeder, it's Spider. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't say Spitter. It's Spider. I know. Some of the official pronunciations of Pokemon are really, really dumb. Like, Stonejourner is officially pronounced as Stonejana. No, the fuck it isn't. Who's calling it Stonejana? It's Stonejourner. There's no way. Arceus? No, that's just how that's pronounced. I'm sorry. I'm not on that. I'm not calling it Arceus. No. The official pronunciations are a load of codswallop. Yeah, exactly. They're all bullshit. I don't care. Arceus. Yeah, no. It's Arceus. Arceus. Now there we go. Arceus. Yeah, the whole Arceus thing is so dumb to me. Why did they even consider calling it arse? Okay, well, I mean, that's how it's pronounced in Japanese, but it's the arse means something in English. Glad we're all admitting some YouTubers we watch. Because it's also arse. I wouldn't call Arceus arse. I like Arceus. No, I like Arceus as well, but like, it's not arse. Why are they calling it arse? It's not arse. Did you guys say Mimikyu or Mimikyu? I hate when people say Mimikyu. Use your brain for a second. It's mimicking Pikachu. The whole point is that it's mimic you. Japanese pronunciation is more like Arceus. Mimikyu is straight up wrong. I like the sound of Mimi though. Yeah, when you're saying it like outside of the word, sure. But like when you're saying Mimikyu, it's Mimikyu, not Mimikyu. My favorite Pokemon is Hanta. Mimikchu? Nah, well no, because it's mimic. It's like mimic and you, like a Y-O-U, because it's mimicking you. If you were a Pikachu, I don't know. My dad says Pokemans. That's like the most dad thing possible though. Mimikyu can also work for Pikachu. Well, they end in different sounds, but the whole point is that it sounds like Pikachu, because it's mimicking Pikachu. but it's also mimic you. It's so it works in both English and Japanese. It's got a double meaning. It's more than just you, there's no chew. It's just mimic you. It's just YU. There's no chew. Well, yeah, but that's the whole thing in the fact that it sounds like Pikachu. That's why it's mimic you, because it... The whole reason it works is because it already sounds like Pikachu, because it ends with the U, but not... Whatever. Hi, Kaylin. Streamer Sleepy Chew. May you. Same syllables as Pikachu? Yeah. Vowels. I love the name Mimikyu, not Bite. Yeah. But I mean, like... Yeah. I don't... Like, mimic doesn't mean anything in Japanese, but, like, it's... In Japanese, it sounds like... It's still pronounced Mimikyu. But it sounds like Pikachu, because it's mimicking Pikachu. Both visually and in name. I assume you had the Totem Mimikyu on your Ultra Sun and Moon team? No, actually. I didn't... On my first playthrough, I had the most Mickey Mouse-ass team. This was before my favorite I had decided that my favorite Pokemon was Mimikyu. I didn't know what my favorite Pokemon was for a while. But when I first played through, Okay, when I first played When I first played Moon, I really struggled on the Olivia battle because I had Incineroar. I had, like, nothing to counter Rock or Ground. So I was, like, really struggling. And then when I played Ultra Moon, I was like, okay, I know what's happening here now. So I just went and caught a whole heap of grass types from the Lush Jungle. And they basically stayed on my team the whole way until I got to, like, the Ultra Wormhole. And I was like, oh, I can just catch a whole heap of guys here because they're high level. So, like, my team ended up being Incineroar, my Lunala from Moon, and then, like, 4 Wormhole guys. I remember one of which being Heliolisk, but I don't remember the other 3. I'm pretty sure they were all just Wormhole guys. No legendaries, though, because I didn't do that. I already had Lunala on my team, so I didn't go and catch any legendaries. I must have fused it with Necrozma, though. I must have used Dawnwing's Necrozma. Because you just catch Necrozma while you're walking to the Pokemon League. My Sun team, I had it, and in Ultra Sun and Moon, I used the Totem. See, I didn't even encounter a Mimikyu outside of the trial for a long time, because it was a 5%. I think my first playthrough of Moon, I used Phantom for 3/4 of the game, since I didn't know how to evolve through trade. That's like, I used a Machoke for my entire Sword playthrough, because I didn't have anyone to trade with to make it a Machamp. I'm pretty sure that Machoke is still a Machoke. So I never got to use G-Max Machamp or anything, because it was just always a Machoke. I don't think I really did that otherwise. I don't think I ever like in a different time used a Pokemon that's a trait evolution and then couldn't evolve it. I remember I did catch Petilil and trade it to my sister because she wanted one, and it was an Ultra Moon exclusive. But I'm pretty sure I traded her a male one because she couldn't evolve it. So she couldn't get Lilligant because I traded her a male Petilil. I keep pressing the home button way too early on that game. No one ever helped me get my full BDSP team together. To get the Pokeraider and BDSP, I literally pulled every Pokemon I could out of every game I could to get me the Raider. I'm pretty sure the majority of my BDSP decks was just from Arceus. It's really dumb now because if I want the home reward Manaphy, I have to complete the BDSP decks, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather hunt Manaphy normally anyway. I probably will try and get all those home rewards at some point, but like... nah. BDSP would be the only time I box a starter. Out of all the starters, you box the Gen 4 ones? Not like Gen 8? To do the home rewards and doing Oak challenges? Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. I think I'm most close to the shiny Enamorus. I'm missing very few Pokemon from Arceus, I think. Should like some regular guys more, that's fair enough. For my first ever DTQ, I boxed my starter in Gen 7. If you're doing a DTQ and the starter's not on it, that's fair enough, because, like, obviously. Gen 8 and 9, I boxed my starter. You boxed your starter for Gen 9 as well? 9 because I got a shiny Zorua, so I feel like it doesn't count. Oh, okay. Would have considered Roltz my starter. In BDSP? Where do you get Roltz that early in BDSP? Or did you, like, have someone trade one over? Or, like, an egg or something? Found it easier to keep track of what mons I need when I do an Oak challenge? Yeah. I mean... You could go two ways with that, I think. You could either do an Oak challenge, or you just beat the game and just start getting everything in Pokédex order. For my, Origin decks, I use Austin John's, home Pokédex tracker, which is really useful. Like, it's really good. So you could use something like that as well. It's just like a Google Sheet. Oh my god. Rose, your theme does not need to be that intense. I hate that Rose's theme is so tense, and he's just, like, not even in the game. Like, he's the worst villain of all time. He's basically just Elon Musk if he was somehow even dumber. Honestly, the nice thing is that once I get the deck stone sword, I can just drop them into home and then drop them into shield. Yeah, true. So my uncle gave me some Pokemon cards from his friend. One of them is the Mimikyu V trainer. What? Is that the one with Ace Roller on it? What? Oh, I want that one so bad. It's so expensive. Me when I battle Boris Johnson and his theme sounds like I'm fighting Satan. Crazy card to get as a gift because it's like a $60 card, yeah. I don't know his friend or anything. Was he like... I don't want these, here, take them. Or was he explicitly like a collector? I mean, obviously I want all of the Mimikyu cards. I want a complete set of Mimikyu cards. But, man, they're so expensive. I need to buy that card as well, but they're all so expensive. Ace, I do have to say that Boris Johnson is probably the most accurate representation of Rose. For singles, I'm willing to pay that. I don't know. There was some Journey Together EX cards in there, which is pretty new and not super easy to find set. Journey Together is pretty easy to find now, actually. It used to be pretty bad, but now it's like just not hard. Rose isn't even funny though. Yeah, Rose didn't zipline over. Was it over the Thames? I think he ziplined holding British flags. How much Mimikyu merch you got? I've honestly really not that much. I have... If we're ignoring cards, I have 2 plushies. This model, this like put together model that you do yourself. And a t-shirt, but like... The t-shirt was... It's not even like an official t-shirt, it's like an off-brand one. But other than that, I got nothing. I really don't have a lot of Mimikyu merch. Then he got stuck in the middle, that's awesome. Finding Journey Together on the shelves when it came out was massively different to Brilliant Stars or Crown Zenith. True. I'm slack. You guys know I live in Australia, right? There's like nothing here. And if I want to get something, it's going to cost me 16 million in shipping. And also I can't afford it. Unless you have all the Mimikyu merch, you're always lacking Mimikyu merch. That's true. You make a good assessment there. Okay, I'm looking at all the Mimikyu cards again. How much is shipping for Pokemon Center? It's not cheap. But nothing for shipping in Australia is cheap. Okay. Let's look at all the Mimikyu cards that are expensive. Literally every tag team one because they have Gengar on it. And fuck me, everybody loves Gengar for some reason. It's like, out of the 3 Pokemon they always do merch of, it's Pikachu, Eevee, and Gengar. Why did they have to put Mimikyu on Gengar? Oh, 13k by the way. Actually don't have that much Haunted merch either, just 2 plushies and some cards. Yeah. So they did like 4 tag teams, and they're all expensive. Then there's the Cosmic Eclipse full art with Acerola, that's expensive. The V and V-Star from Brilliant Stars, those are expensive. It's all just a lot. I think there was a Chinese exclusive Gengar and Mimikyu tag team. Why does my favorite Pokemon have to be popular? It's a double-edged sword because on one hand, it gets a lot of stuff. Oh. I completely missed that 7 stream streak. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Kale. Kalina. I'm so sorry. I completely missed that. That's why Cramorant for life. Have I got somebody to introduce you to? Okay, so if you go on Twitter and you look up Shiny Cramorant, there you go. Zinnia. She's like the Cramorant fan. I don't think I have the counter for that. Odd desire to order Japanese Nihil Zero booster box. I want one of those. I did just get I did pre-order the English ETB though, so I don't really need to do that. Double Mimikyu. Hi Mimikyu. Hell yeah, someone with taste. Don't get Timothy in like the next 10 minutes. Okay, I won't. Okay, question before you go though. If the Haunter is female, is it still Timothy? I would say yes, but I'm not the Timothy supplier here. She can be Timothy. Okay. Good to know. Not that any Timothy is gonna show up, but good to know. Because there won't be any Timothy. Who am I to assume Timothy's gender? That's true. That's a fair point. Timmy Turner. It's crazy that I'm going this far over odds on this phase for like multiple reasons, because like one hand triple odds is crazy. Okay, it's like triple odds is crazy in a 4096 game, but also 13k isn't even that far over odds if you're doing 8192. And also I'm hunting 6 times, so the encounters are really fast. So it's honestly not that bad, but it's just crazy that it's happening in the first place. I don't know, like... I mean, I was fully expecting this to happen at some point. I was just hoping that maybe, you know, it wasn't going to be at 36 phases deep. Ideally, I didn't go this deep at all, but, you know... You know, I'm just going to go to like 40k and then get Mimikyu. That's what I've always said, so it's happening. Wonder what the world record is. Oh, it's much more. I don't know if we're talking about specific gens or whatever, but Abby, SH Retro, she went to 98k in Gen 2, like, last week. So, I'm sure some people have hit 100k without, like, in a phase. I'm sure that's happened. It's had to have happened. I wonder how high people have gone in 4096 though. I feel like I'm definitely seeing a good amount of Mimikyus though. There's like, even though it's a 5%, there's only a few encounters where I'm not seeing Mimikyu. You seen that bot someone set up to random encounter hunt in Gen 3 trying to... Yeah, 40 cakes. I love that bot. That's awesome. It failed... I think it failed a Pikachu the other day. That was pretty cool. I like that it's not just somebody using a bot and speed up to just get as many shinies as possible. It's like actually trying to hunt. It's playing at normal speed and it's just like detecting whether or not the Pokemon is shiny. I think it's really cool. It's been going for like years now. I have no idea how far in it is. Put it on MU just because... Yeah, well, no, that's exactly why. Because, it's on an emulator because it uses the Pokemon that's generated to detect whether or not it's shiny. Like, it's not visual or anything. Like, this tool has to be in an emulator, otherwise it can't work. But, like, that's not a bad thing. It's just the way it has to be, like... And I'm not gonna blame them for running an emulator for a bot that runs 24/7 that's trying to shiny hunt. Like, it would be actually a dumb thing to do if they didn't put it on an emulator. Okay. It's currently in the Safari Zone. You can do it on real hard. Yeah, but it's way harder to do that. Yeah, no, doing it on real hardware would be way more difficult. I would not do that at all. Oh my god, the screen is so full. I'm trying to figure it. You can just... It's just image... But it's not image recognition. It's... like... pulling the information for every Pokemon as it's generated. Whoa, what the hell was that? I'm tabbed out. Whoa! 15? Ducky, what the hell? 15 gives... Huh? Oh my god. Thank you, what the hell? Buy a Mimikyu plushie? Oh my god, dude, thank you. Hi, Big Cat. Oh my god. Everybody, please say thank you to Assassin Ducky. That's insane. I have a hype train now? What is happening? What? That scared the shit out of me. I was tabbed out looking at the bot. Okay, who we got? Kalina, Patricia, Sephiroth, Charlotte, Bean Labs, Liz, Speed Bump, Sir Looters, Snail, Aureen, Callan, Belle, Big Cat, Abby, and Rhapsody. Oh my god. That's insane. Thank you so much. Also, no more ads. True. 15 is insane. I can't. I'm lost for what I can't. Oh my god. I genuinely can't get the words out of my mouth. Thank you. Oh my god. I need to make a sub badge now. I don't have a sub badge. It's okay, Big Cat. I don't mean to call you out. If you're lurking, you can keep lurking. But thank you for being here. Any lurkers, I don't blame you for lurking. I appreciate that you're here. Everyone enjoy the no ads. Oh my god. Just make it mimic it. Well, yeah, but I need to, like, make something to put there. I have my new toys. You guys can use those wherever you want now, but they're also the, they're also the channel emotes, so, like, if you're... I don't know if anyone here isn't subscribed. I don't know if I have enough viewers for that. But anyone who's not subscribed, those are channel emotes, so you can use those here without subscribing. But, oh my god. Use the money wisely to buy a Mimikyu plush. Oh, Tuna! Sorry, Tuna. I think we all know who we're going to annoy with the Grem one. Oh, yeah. Grem and Yuri emote is so good. Thanks, Salmon, for that. They're not here right now, but... What is... Unlockable emotes? There's so many emotes, what the hell? Dude... I don't know how hype trains work from, like, the streamer's end. I've never had one. Do I get the emote as well, or is it only the people who subscribe? I have no idea how this works. Hoping that when I came back from the Halo, the encounter would be in double digits. I wish. We get it if we participate. Okay. But yeah, alright. I got an email about the gift sub, but wasn't even lurking. Everyone who participates will include in the streamer for just existing. Oh, okay. I'm still so... 15 gift subs. Ducky, oh my god. Like, just past 13131, yeah. I'm so... Oh, hype chest. I can open a hype chest. Full damage emote. Wow. Full damage. What? Okay. 100 bits as well. Thank you. Oh my god. Like, is this not ridiculous? Oh my god, 1,000? You don't have... Oh my god, like, thank you, but... You don't have to give me subs or bits, but thank you so much. Like, actually, I have... Oh my god. I've never had this happen. This is... I'm still... I can't say any... Like... What more can I say than thank you? Like... Is this not insane? I'm number 1? You are. And it's bugged. It says you've only given 9. For me, at least. This is insane. I mean, I better get Mimikyu now, right? 10 on my end? Okay, it's just bugged out then. I'm so unbelievably lost for words. Like, I don't... 9 here too? Yeah. Ducky, that's... I genuinely don't know what to say. No, not do 16. Just, I don't need anyone to... Nobody has to gift subs. If you don't need to, if you don't feel forced to. This is insane. Ducky, more like Goaty. Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. Try me. I don't even know how much... Oh god, this is a great time for the phone to ring. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. It was no one. Oh my god. Good, because I'm poor now. You don't have to give me your money if you... We're not having gift sub wars. No, don't. Guys, keep your money. If you need your money, keep it. Don't give it to me. Only gift subs if you really... Oh, Ducky! You don't... You twisted my arm. What? Nobody twisted your arm. You did this yourself. Stop! Oh my god. Another 200 bits. What? It's not my fault. What do you mean it's not your fault? Oh my god. Oh, Find it. Oh my god. Don't you dare. Actually, thank you so much. This is insane. Actual goat, yeah. Like... I'm behaving. Also, I have... Sub wars must not happen. Please, for the love of God. If you cannot afford to subscribe or gift a sub, do not. This isn't reverse psychology, it's not rhetorical question or whatever. Just like, please don't, if you can't. I really, really appreciate it. But like, is this not insane? I choose not to let this take me. 15 subs, and how many bits was that? 1,000. 1,400. You're insane, Ducky. Okay, well, this isn't quite the right music for the situation, is it? There we go. All this, and I'm gonna get a goal bat. Some dumb shit like that, I don't know. $100 US? Oh my god! Holy shit! That's like 150 bucks. You did not have to spend that much money. Oh my god. I didn't mean to up the dark rate counter. That's insane. Thank you so much. I mean, obviously Twitch takes a cut of that, but like... Oh my god. We need continued story for the Collar and XD games. I think they're probably never touching those games again, to be honest. They don't like when anyone mentions Ore. So, I think outside of them being re-released on Switch Online at some point, we're never seeing them again. I would have donated 100 straight to you, but I don't have a donate thing. Oh, no, don't. You really did not have to do that. I don't have anything set up for that. I'm not seriously expecting anything from anyone in the way of donations or subs or whatever. I sent everyone to have ads. Yeah. Like... Oh my god, thank you so much. This is absurd. It's because Ilka beat out Game Freak in Pokemon games that hard. Rip Earth Ribbon? I mean... Yeah. I suppose... having these on Switch is good because it means that's still accessible after Bank goes down. But, like, it all depends on whether or not we're able to send Pokemon to home. Which I really don't think we will be able to, but we might. I just have to hope that they let us send Colosseum and XD Pokemon to home. And that's gonna make ribbon mastering really weird because functionally there'll be it'll be identical a Pokemon sent up from the GameCube and a Pokemon sent from Switch Online. So like you won't be able to get the gens the gens 4 through 7 ribbons on a Pokemon from Colosseum, but it'll still be a ribbon master because it'll get you can get every ribbon possible to obtain to that Pokemon. They won't, we all know it. Yeah, I know. I can hope. I can cope. I'm back, you can get Timothy now. Oh my god, quick panic. Hello? Thank you for the raid. Hello raiders, welcome in. Where shiny? Nowhere. Banished to hell. I'm over triple odds now. Oh my god, quick, let me get you a shout out. How was your stream, dude? Oh my god. What were you up to? Like, today has just been absolutely insane. Still no shinies for me. I swear to god, I'm gonna go to like 40k and get a gold battle or something. That's just what's gonna happen. For all the raiders who don't know, I've been hunting Mimikyu for, I think, over 2 years now? Close to 2 years, something like that. And it's a 5%, so you would expect about 20 phases. This is phase 36. So, I'm a little bit far past odds. I'm a little bit, far past phase odds as well. And I just hit 1600 Darkrai. I'm just doing this on the side because I can. But yeah, quick, how was your stream? What were you up to, dude? Phase 2 for Pineco and Heart Gold, which was an underlevel Butterfree. Phase 25 for Pikachu was Caterpie. 2 in One Night was cool, but the Caterpie hurt me because it popped the encounter right after 3 1% level 5 Pikachu. Oh. 2 in 1 night is awesome, but oh god. Phase 25 for Pikachu. Good luck on that, dude. Pineco is really good in Heart Gold as well. I was doing some ID resets in Soul Silver last night after getting another Chikorita the other day. And I rolled 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as my ID. So I've got my 2 IDs for Heart Gold and Soul Silver are now 04840, which is Palkia's number, so I'm kind of obliged to do Sinjo Ruins Palkia on it. And then 54321. So they're both really cool IDs. I'm very happy with those. I just hope I don't get a 3rd Chikorita. Such a cool ID, thank you. I had to look at it for a second. I was almost gonna reset over it, and then I went, hang on a minute. That's like crazy, is it not? Underlevel Butterfree is awesome. It is. I love getting underleveled Pokemon. It's like how in the Grand Underground in BDSP, I think there's a Bomber Snow you can get. I think a Bomber Snow and Camerupt you can get in the Underground of BDSP, and they're underleveled. But because they're underleveled, you can't trade them online. You can't go do a Wonder Trade with them. Because it's like, oh, well, these are underleveled, so they must be hacked. It's very funny. Underleveled are fun. Yeah, definitely. Phase 1 was an underleveled Noctowl, so I've gotten both of the phases I wanted from Ilex. I moved the hunt to Ecruteak so I can phase on eggs instead. Gen 2 eggs Execute is like a good hunt as well. I remember, didn't Gremlin do that? He did that ages ago, I think. As like part of the Alola decks, he did that for his Alolan, I think. How many more phases until you break and do something else? Sunk cost fallacy. He did, yeah, I thought so. I did, when ZA came out, I did take a break and I started doing double fossils. But I got really, really bored of that very quickly and I came back to this, so... I really don't think I'm going to do anything else on stream until I get Mimikyu. Which might be an insane thing to do, but... I'm too far gone now. 36 phases is ridiculous. And like I was looking at my spreadsheet yesterday, seeing like to break even, like get back to my average being roughly 4,000. I think I need to go to like 55k. And to be honest, I won't be surprised if that happens. Not very many of my phases have been over odds. Lots of them have been way, way under odds. Like, I think my average encounter, like my average phase for this hunt right now is 2,000-ish? Yeah, 2,742 is always a breaking point. To be completely honest, if there was a breaking point, it was like a year ago when I took a break from this after hitting phase 20. I took like a 3-month break from this hunt. Yeah, about 3 months. Like, I think from May, June, July, I didn't hunt this at all. Oh no, okay, so I didn't hunt anything between, like, I didn't do any hunting in February, and then I didn't do anything from May till June, and then Safari Week happened. There's always a breaking point. I mean, Sometimes you need a break. We'll see. We'll see how hard I cook myself out on this hunt. But I want to get it done. I think at this point the goal is before Gen 10, assuming that's coming out this year. Because, like, also, even if I do take a break from this, I still need these games. Like, if you've seen my bingo, I have a lot of Gen 7 games, and the plan always was after this to go straight into doing Litten in Sun and Moon. So I need my Sun and Moon copies. Why Gen 10? Why not Gen 5? They are not doing Gen 5 remakes for the 30th anniversary. There is not a chance they're going from a Carlos game straight into a Unova game rather than doing a new generation. Get level 2 Charizard and let's go. I did miss that, but... yeah, because that works on, like, CP, doesn't it? Like, you can get level 1 starters if you get them low enough CP and go, and then transfer them in. But yeah, no, there's not a chance they're doing Gen 5 remakes before Gen 10. I think maybe if we see anything, like any remakes this gen, they'll probably be Gen 5. Either Gen 5 or we're getting, like, Legends Galar. Which is... We've talked about that extensively here over the last week or two. But, like, the next Legends game is probably going to be Galar. Not that I want that. I'd much rather Legends Alola, because that would go insane. But it's going to be Galar. Legends Johto could be cool. There's so many Legends games that it could be that would be cool. But, like, I'd put money on it being Galar. Alpha Lapras? Oh, true. Okay, but, like, if it's Galar, there could also be Alpha Lapras. And, like, it can Gigantamax. I do wonder how they'll handle Dynamax in a Legends Galar, though. Because there won't... Assuming it's, like, an older Galar, it won't be, like... They won't have established power spots and stuff, or raid dens. But if it's, like, a continuation after Sword and Shield, I don't know. I don't know how they would justify... If it's, like, after Sword and Shield, how do they justify Zacian and Zamazenta being there? Because it's a very clear point in the story that you catch Zacian in, like... Well, you catch one and then Hop catches the other. So, like... I mean, I suppose in X and Y, that's very clearly a sequel. I mean, ZA is very clearly a sequel to X and Y. And they just have you catch them again anyway? I don't know. It's fun thinking about this sort of stuff. A past one could be researching why Pokemon are Dynamaxing. That's true. They have the Ultra Wormhole in the Max Lair. Yeah. I mean, that's why the Legendaries are there, because it's an Ultra Wormhole. So, like... I don't know, I feel like we just got... So we just got Carlos, and in a way... Both Carlos and Galar are very connected to Alola. More so in the DLC for Galar, but like... I don't know, there's Ultra Wormholes and Ultra Beasts and stuff in Galar. And then all the stuff with Zygarde being in Alola. I feel like we kind of just have to go ZA into Galar into Alola, right? Hooper is really guilty for this. I mean, in a way, Hooper could kind of be like... Hooper's rings are kind of like Ultra Wormholes. I feel like that theory kind of falls apart when the DLC actually came out. But it's still there's still a theme, you know. I mean, look at Gen 6 RS. I mean, those were like almost exactly what the Ultra Wormholes were. They were like the same thing. So like, I feel like Hooper could definitely be linked to it. And these new distortions definitely do look more like the Ultra Wormholes than the rings did in RS. Oh, ads are about to start. Now I know a lot of you just got a gift sub, however, a lot of you also aren't subbed. But that doesn't matter because I take a break for ads anyway. Ads only run for 3 minutes. I try and only run ads 3 minutes an hour, so I take a break during that time, which is like right now actually. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Just went and got some water. Make sure you have your water. Honestly, considering ZA including DLC, I think that Legends of Lola might be more likely. I don't know. I feel like even though there was a lot of mention of Alola. I feel like Galar just kept getting brought up constantly. Like, for what reason was Leon at just this tournament? Like, he was just there. It was just a one-off passing line that Leon was here. And then, oh, AZ goes straight to Galar after the thing, and then the Darkest Day happens. Like, you can't just bring that up and then not elaborate on it. I feel like we're definitely getting Galar. Anyway, the other day I went out and I bought this giant-ass watermelon. And it's so massive. This is the 4th time I've done that this month. This is the 4th watermelon I've eaten. I've gone through this month. It takes up most of the fridge, and it's massive, and it's so good. Fire Emblem gameplay with Pokemon for Legends Galar. Ooh. Legends Mimikyu? Yeah, definitely. I would be buying 15 copies of Legends Mimikyu Frame 1. Legends Mimikyu would go crazy. I hope to see something with Mimikyu. Give it another form or something. I was holding out hope for Mega Mimikyu throughout the ZA DLC, and it never happened. But I did see Mimikyu. When I found out Mimikyu was in the game, I freaked out. That was awesome. I was really happy about that. Swordwood Clan or Shieldbit Clan? Let's Go Mimikyu? I don't know. I don't think they'll ever do another Let's Go game, because Let's Go was just designed to bring the Pokemon Go crowd into the mainline games. I don't think they'll ever do another Let's Go. If they do another tile-based remake of an older game, they're not doing another Let's Go. Oh, yeah. Just make it 3 houses. I've never played a Fire Emblem game, so I don't know what that would be like. I don't know. I think chess, basically. Oh, okay. Let's go all out and give us a full open world, Pokemon game. Oh, like every region. I know they were planning on doing something similar to that for Sun and Moon, and then they just couldn't get it done. There was initially they had a plan for like a cruise ship feature where you would go around to like different port cities from all these different regions and battle. And that was like a really cool concept, but it just never happened because they just ran out of time. And then they wanted to do it as DLC, and then they couldn't do that either. They were planning DLC for Sun and Moon, and then it just didn't get through. Ooh, what was that? Was my Outbreak Electrike? I never checked my Outbreak today. With your pieces, you can move them in tiles. Oh yeah, like a real-time strategy game. Well, maybe not real-time, but like a strategy game. I don't know if how that would go for Pokemon. I mean, I could see it, but also I feel like that's more of a spin-off than like a Legends game. Still sad, no Pokemon Gun. Yeah. Oh, one of my 3DS's is on red. On camera, it always used to look like this 3DS was always really wonky. So I've shoved a 20-cent piece underneath it, and now it's not wonky anymore. All your Pokemon at once, you can move each one. That would be a lot, I think. I think it'd be a cool concept, but definitely more for like a spin-off rather than a mainline game. Pokemon Let's Go Legend of the Mimikyu Snap. I'll take my check in the mail, Nintendo. Resell Gens 1 through 3 on Switch and make money? Yeah, genuinely. I don't know how it'd be if they re-released them, if they did. I would honestly prefer if they just sold them on the eShop, rather than put them through Switch Online. Pokemon Conquest already did it. I never played Conquest. I have played like no spin-off games. I mean, okay, I'd rather not have to keep paying for the Switch Online subscription to play Pokemon. Like, because if they put Gens 1 through 3 on Switch Online, Gen 1 and 2 will be on Game Boy, which is the basic tier. But then Gen 3 will be in the expansion pack, because it's Game Boy Advance. So, like, okay, in Australian dollars, is Gens 1 through 3 worth $30 more a year? I mean, is Gen 3 worth $30 more a year than Gen 1 and 2? If NSO, then no home. I think it's possible for them to get NSO and home compatibility working, but, like, unlikely. I think it's just really strange to me that they would, if they would release mainline games, have a service dedicated for you to store your Pokemon and collect them and stuff, and then not, I don't know. I don't see them going on NSO without them having their own apps, even Gen 1 and 2 at least being the expansion pack. That, I think so. I feel like they might put them in separate apps so then they can maintain home compatibility or something. Also, hello, Serazer. Like, if they were to do a Pokemon Switch Online app and include that with the expansion pack, and it just has all of the Gens 1 through 3 games separately, so then it's its own app and it can, like, interface with home while not interfering with anything else. Or just sell them in a collection like a Mega Man is doing. Well, that would be basically the same thing that I'm just talking about, except selling it rather than putting it on Switch Online. But the thing is, I feel like they would have to weigh up, do people want to pay for Switch Online and Pokemon Home together? Ford's Hunter adding Galarian Zigzagoon. Ooh, that's a good one. I've just used a move. Galarian Zigzagoon has a really good shiny. That whole line is really good. I definitely think that either way it would make a lot of money. It would allow them to disable Cloud Rewind and save points. Yeah, I feel like that... I don't know if they can implement that into the regular Switch Online, but, like, if it was in a separate app, they could definitely do that. Because they disabled save states in the 3DS releases of Gen 1 and 2. I think it really... I understand why there's no cloud saves for Pokemon, but it really sucks. I see a world where Pokemon Company would even throw Gen 1 and 2 onto the cheap base tier, and so yeah. I don't think that would happen. Because, like, and if they were to just throw them on, like I said before, if they were to just throw them on NSO as it is right now, basic tier would give you access to Gen 1 and 2, but then Gen 3 is locked behind the expansion pack. So, like, is it worth paying $30 more a year? $20 more? $40 more? I don't remember. But paying even more a year just for Gen 3. I feel like it would be more worth it for them to do it in a separate app if they're doing it with Switch Online, or to just re-release them on the eShop. It would have to be automatic anytime you close the game, do anything with home. Yeah, like, there's definitely a way for them to do it. Oh, Deoxys video. I will take a look at that after stream. Thing is, giving us Column XD on NSO, then giving us Gen 3 separate might allow for a hunt of Jirachi. I don't think so. Well, because the whole thing... to hunt Jirachi, they would have to give us the Coliseum bonus disc, or Pokemon channel, and then let you also get a second Switch and connect it to that. I really don't think they would do that. Like, that isn't something logical to me. I would love if they did. If you could hunt Jirachi the same way you could in Gen 3 using Coliseum bonus disc or whatever. No reason for the bonus disc. Exactly. Why would they put the bonus disc on NSO? There's no point. It would be really cool, but there's no point. Like, Jirachi is... Right now, you can get Jirachi whenever you want in BDSP as long as you have a save file for Sword and Shield. Like, Jirachi is not in limited supply. I think their whole thing is every Pokemon is available on the Switch now, so it doesn't matter. They could also go the route of Odd Egg and Crystal. That's different because that's implemented into the game. If they ever re-release Crystal, there will be the Odd Egg and there will be Celebi. We won't even get channel because they may be anime rights. They'll 100% save showing Jirachi for some kind of event. Wasn't Jirachi like in Pokemon Go a couple years ago? Like it was the research. Like they're doing Shiny Diancie right now. Well, not right now, but like the next one is Shiny Diancie. I'm pretty sure they did that for Jirachi. I still haven't done my Shiny Celebi quest in Go. It's been sitting there for the last 6 years probably at this point. And I just haven't touched it. Because I don't play Go that often. I did miss out on the Go Shiny Mew though, that kind of sucks. But I think that might have been paywalled, it's just they didn't paywall Celebi, you just had to get the quest. I saw something like that, but I don't do Go anymore. Yeah, I play Go very rarely. Gonna RNG Shiny Jirachi on MU, then move it onto my cartridge to move up. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't know how easy it is to RNG either the bonus disc or channel. Because with... Okay, it's different, because with channel, it's normal, it's full odds, it's random. Any Pokemon can be... Any of them can be shiny with any ID. But with the Coliseum bonus disc, because they're always Wishmaker, I think there's only like 7 IDs that can be shiny, like 7 PIDs that can be shiny. So you're looking for specifically those IDs. So I don't know how that would go with RNGing, because then you'd have to send it as well. There's a mod in the RNG community that allows you to do it with bonus disc. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. That makes sense. I did buy a copy of Channel, and I do plan on doing that hunt at some point, but I don't own an English copy of I don't own an English copy of Ruby or Sapphire, so I need to do that first before I can start that hunt. I have Japanese Ruby and Sapphire, but not English. Bonus disc is easier than channel? Yeah, but whatever. I live in Australia. It was way easier for me to get a bonus to get a copy of channel than to get a bonus disc. Channel is also the only Australian GameCube game I own. The only PAL GameCube game I own. Bonus disc with save corruption is fastest. Yeah, I've seen that. That's what Delaney's doing. Oh, I had no idea Delaney was hunting that. I know Magnemite did Channel Jirachi a couple of years ago now. I think it was in 2024. And he got it super fast and he's doing it again, but I have to talk to him about setting that up because I actually have no idea what I'm doing. I know I have to beat Channel first. Bit of a selfish request, but Cereza, if you and Delaney ever see a cheap-ish copy of Ruby or Sapphire, just like around in any shops, let me know, please. That'd be nice. You can also fully glitch Jirachi, but it's a nightmare to do for a shiny. Yeah. Bonus disc is easy to sort if you have a Wii and yeah. I'd rather... I easily could have just legally obtained Channel or the Coliseum bonus disc, but I'd rather do it on, like, all original hardware. We can keep an eye out. Thank you. I mean, obviously no pressure, just like if you happen to see one. They should have played this song at Worlds. Like the versus Koraidon or Miraidon right at the end of the game. This should have been the music they played at Worlds. Instead, they played that one song that loops for like 40 seconds when it gets to that one bit. I can't remember what song it is. Channel Jirachi manip is like a 12-hour manip. That's ridiculous. The only RNG manip I've ever done is I RNG'd a trainer ID on Platinum. I RNG'd 32 as my trainer ID, but now I also just kind of don't care. So I might... I have a Japanese Platinum and a German Platinum. I want to save my German Platinum for when I do my Origin decks. I'll use Platinum as my main game. So I think I'll reset my Japanese Platinum and play through that. I don't know. I've done it for Cute Charm. Oh, yeah. Cute Charm is just so busted. I don't think I would... I wouldn't use... Or, like... I don't like using glitches that let me just get shinies way too easy. It feels like a step above a method hunt. Latias is affected by it? Like in... Latias? Where can you get Latias in Gen 4? Can you get Latias in Heart Gold Soul Silver? You can't get it in Gen 4, can you? Heart Gold Soul Silver, yeah. Oh yeah, because it's a wild encounter, isn't it? It's a Roma, right? That would make sense. One is a Roma, yeah. One's a Roma and the other has an event item. Yeah, I remember that. Phone's overheating, so I'm gonna call it a night. Like Cubish SH, my favorite Aussie shiny hunt. There's not very many of us. That's not a high bar, I think. Good night, Port. Thank you for hanging out. Go throw your phone in the ocean so it cools down. I think that's a good idea. I just got a new phone, so and my case and screen protector haven't arrived yet, so I'm like treating it like a baby. I'm so scared. The fact that it's affected is funny. Well, I mean, it makes sense if it's a wild encounter. Like if it's just a random encounter, that would then affect Raikou and Entei as well, wouldn't it? Post it up on my socials now as well. Hell yeah. Shiny Deoxys. That's so cool. Oh, I've got to hunt Deoxys at some point. No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect Raikou or Entei. But aren't they? They're roamers as well, aren't they? Is it different? Cucum, which is certain IDs affect certain gender. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, that makes sense. Because Latios and Latios are male and female. Yeah. So theoretically, this would affect Heatran. Right? 100% female is included, but not 100% male. Okay. It does. Cute Charm Heatran is awesome. I didn't mean to up the Darkrai counter. Whoopsies. I've been doing that a lot. Just like upping the wrong counter. It's fine. God, I might hit... I'm gonna get close to 15k today, I think. At least gonna hit 14. Got my Diamond set to do that. I have 2 copies of Diamond, but one of them just doesn't work. And I don't know what to do with it, because, like, I don't want to just throw it out. But, like, what do I do? Like, I bought it when I bought my yeah, when I bought Platinum, it came with... The listing was, like, Platinum. But it comes with this Diamond for, like, $5 more. It might be dead, I can't get it working. So I bought it, for nothing else other than just the case. And, like, the pins are really deeply scratched. I've just used a move. Yeah, the pins on it are really deeply scratched. So, like, it can't read in a DS or 3DS. But, like, I don't necessarily know if the actual cartridge is dead other than that. I feel like my Diamond or Pearl also died. I managed to make it live long enough to back it up, but damn. I mean, it's not... I bought this with the knowledge that it may not be working. And now I know it's not working. So, like... I might buy just, like, a loose Diamond from Japan. Because I have the case for it. I just don't have a working game. There's just a dead Diamond sitting on my shelf. In the process of backing up all my DS and 3DS games. I should do that. I've done that for some of them. I've backed up, like, a fair few of my Pokemon games. But, like, not everything else. I did dump my Soul Silver the other day to, like, see how doing soft resets on an R4 would go. And I think there might be an anti-piracy measure or something, because when you soft reset, the audio keeps playing, but the screen goes black and you can't, there's no controls, you can't do anything. So I assume that that's like an anti-piracy measure. I got Soul Silver to do it just fine. Weird. Might just be my shitty R4 cards then. Going through some Seaver Gunner rips tonight. Found Second Century in Plock sound font. Send that to me right now. I love Plock so much. What emulator? No, like an R4 card. This thing. Plugged into a DS. I wasn't emulating. I figured you want it. Yeah, I love anything in the Plock sound font. It's so good. R4 can be risky on it. Try custom firmware 3DS. Yeah, I'm thinking if I do end up wanting a third game for this, I probably will do that. But I really don't need to. I'm probably fine on 2 games. I mean, it's not like Heart Gold Soul Silver starters are a slow hunt. On 2 games, it's 6 Pokemon per reset, so it's not that bad. Could be the flash card, or I run my backups with a modded DSi instead. Resets faster from experience. I should probably do that. I've been using my DSIs, just with the cartridges, so it's probably better if I just use Twilight Menu on a DSi. I don't know. Also, Mystery Dungeon sound font rip that made me very happy. I've not played Mystery Dungeon. I don't know what that game sounds like. Orberg. Get Orberged. I mean, it's probably just these shitty cheap R4s. I think I got these for like, I got 2 of them. I think I got them for like $6 on eBay. I'm really not surprised that they're not very good. Even if you haven't played it, Mystery Dungeon soundtrack is great. Oh yeah. Explorers of Time, my favorite Mystery Dungeon. Like I said, I've like not played any spin-offs. What? I've got the same R4, haven't had problems, but also don't use it frequently. What's the issue? Soft resetting in Heart Gold and Soul Silver doesn't work. Like, when I could probably actually try and show it. When I reset, the screen goes black and I can't do any inputs, but the music keeps playing. Oh, my DS is really far away. I don't remember which R4 card I put the game on. Was it on DS1? I'll have a look. It was this R4, okay. So, open Soul Silver. What console? Okay, I was doing this on a DSi, but right now I'm just trying it on my DS Lite to see what happens as well. Okay, so the game has started. It opens like normal. It's Soul Silver, right? If I soft reset, I don't know if you can hear that. The audio is still playing, but the screens are black. I hope you can still hear that, I don't know. It was like that on all of my DS's, and I couldn't even get my R4 cards to work in my 3DS's, so I couldn't check in those. I have the same or very similar R4. They're all basically just the same thing. Is it the same with you, audio but no video, and you can't do any inputs? And then I was having a weird thing where my DSi wouldn't, like, it was my DS Lite was... No, I can't remember. Was it my DSi or DS Lite? I think it was my DSi was freezing on boot when I put either Heart Gold or Soul Silver in. And then I put my R4 card in and it worked fine. And then I tried with Heart Gold and Soul Silver again and it didn't work. Soft reset's fine for me, English Heart Gold. Okay, that might be different because I have Japanese Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Did your R4 use Twilight menu or something else? It's just a... It doesn't. It's just a shitty, cheap one. It uses whatever menu it has, I don't know. Do you have English Heart Gold Soul Silver? No, I only have Japanese. I wasn't having this issue in Diamond and Pearl either, just Heart Gold Soul Silver. I don't know, maybe it was... Because you could try that in case it's region causing issues. Well, it shouldn't in a DS. Okay, I have... With Fire Mario and Mario Kart Wii Luigi? No. Okay, hang on, let me show you the menu. It's the most bootleg thing I've ever heard, I love it. Okay, so on the home screen, mine shows up as Deep Labyrinth. Oh, you really can't see that. Is that better? Yeah, okay, so it shows up as Deep Labyrinth on the home screen. And then this is what it looks like. R4INP kernel, give you new feeling. And then, like, this is the file system. Try running more updated firmware. R4's run on whatever it grabs up the SD card. And Heart Gold Soul Silver specifically have its own quirks that firmwares have patched out. Okay. Mine shows up as a Bomberman game. I think Deep Labyrinth was, like, the most common one. Could be the firmware. Mine is Prince Caspian. I don't know. Or, I mean, it's not a huge issue. I can just... Realistically, I'm using my DSIs anyway. So, like, I can just put the cartridge into a DS Lite and then dump Soul Silver onto one of my DSIs and just use it there. I think I'm winning with the Mario renders. Yeah, mine's boring as hell. You got the awesome Mario renders. I don't know. It's very weird. It might just be the firmware. I don't know. These R4s are R4 SDHC 2023 dual core smart update. I don't know. It's all just cheap rubbish. Wonder what it will do if you open that file on an emulator. I don't think it's a problem. There's definitely a chance that there's a problem with my dump, but I don't think there is. I don't know. I don't see why there would be a problem with the dump. Because it boots fine. I don't know why it would just specifically break on soft reset. I should get my White 2 copy set up with a CD skin. I tried doing that once on my black copy and I couldn't figure it out. Like, I was trying to put the image in with PK Hex and then when I opened the game again, it didn't do anything. Dangerously close to 15k. Oh, now that 3DS is on red now as well. Yippee! Coming from the RNG side of things, soft resets cause weirdness with population of RNG. If the dump is messed up, that could cause issues. I mean, there's definitely a chance. I just feel like why would it? That wouldn't have anything to do with RNG though. Like, the game just doesn't boot properly. It only has... Where's my controller? It only has audio, no inputs and no controls. No inputs and no video, so like... I don't know. Purple Darkrai right now. I'm calling it right there. Purple Darkrai. Never mind. RNG is... Yeah, I know that, but why would that have anything to do with the video not rendering? What would RNG have to do with no video and no controls? Interrupts load sequence? I mean, I doubt it. I don't know. Gotta figure out what games I'm bringing to Seattle. Ooh. Chibi Robo Ziplash. I have that game, it's not very good. Ooh, banger. No. Delta Music is so good, dude. That game is too close to the Pikmin game on 3DS that doesn't exist. Hey, Pikmin. I've seen Mario Tennis Ultra Smash at my EB Games, and I've been very tempted to buy it. Just because it's a terrible game. Okay, mostly because of Scott the Woz. His whole Dark Age of Nintendo series. He did Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, and Chibi Robo Ziplash. I have Chibi Robo Ziplash. As a proud Wii U owner, look elsewhere. Yeah. I want them because that's the trilogy of bad games from 2015 Nintendo. They have had a few copies of 3D World and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, so I might grab those. Haunter, what the freak? I don't particularly care for getting the Switch versions of those games. Like, I've played Bowser's Fury before. It's not even funny kind of bad like Devil's Third. Yeah, I know. What, 6 times over odds lands 6 Mimikyu on each console. I think I'd have to go and buy, like, an entire newsagent's worth of Lotto after that. Back at that point, I got a 3-pack of Reese, Cyrus, and KK Slider for $6. Yeah, I remember, I think, wasn't GameStop, like, ripping the amiibo out of that and selling them separately, even though, like, you're not meant to do that? Oh, don't, trust me, I have Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land is awesome. On my 18th birthday, we had a whole heap of people over, and we were up at like 2 AM playing Nintendo Land, and it was awesome. It was genuinely like one of the funnest nights I've ever had. Nintendo, it is so good. It's such a good game. We spent a lot of time playing the... It was like the Mario minigame where you had to run around and chase each other. And, like, one person, like, hid on the gamepad, I think, and then the other people had to find them on the TV. I can't remember what it's called. Recently been playing through Four Swords Adventures on GameCube with 3 friends. To buy 3 additional controllers for it. GC to GBA controllers. Okay, I was reading that off the stream. On-stream chat did not like that arrow. Get Sonic Boom, turn off internet to prevent updates and have a good time. I do know, isn't it Rise of Lyric is like the most broken game of all time? I remember vaguely seeing Alpha Red play that. Yeah, it really did not like it. Already owned 4 SPs. I need to get an SP or something, cause like I have an original GBA, and it's like actually the most unbearable thing to use with no backlight. It's so hard. Like, really, I only have this GBA as a means to transfer to Box and Coliseum. Look, ramps! We could use them as ramps! I remember that. It's very broken, especially 1.0 with the jump glitch still there. Oh, yeah. I know the jump glitch. I remember that. Bounce pad. Sonic was just really going through it for, like, the better part of 20 years. Like, what happened after Sonic Adventure that was good? There was... Sonic Unleashed was pretty alright, I think. Sonic in the Secret Rings wasn't very good. I vaguely remember playing the Night one on Wii. That was fine. Wasn't great. All the Sonic Boom games are terrible. Sonic 06 is bad and broken. Sonic Unleashed was good a third of the time from what I've heard. Black Knight is a guilty pleasure. I played that when I was maybe 8 or 9. I haven't played that in a long time. I did find Secret Rings at EB Games the other week. They were doing a buy 2 get 2 free on retro, in quotes. So I got that for free, and I haven't played it yet, but I got it for free. As someone who loves Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 is definitely my favorite Sonic game. Big surprise. Except for the Rouge and Knuckle levels, they suck. Adventure 2 Unleashed Colors and Generations are great. Most of the rest are okay until Frontiers, apart from 06, Shadow, and Boom. Yeah. I have played a bit of Generations as well. Generations is pretty good. I hate that there's no way to unlock Dark Reign, Shaman, and BDSP now. Yeah, I'm only doing this now because I put it off since getting the events. I still haven't done Shaman. Knuckles at least has some decent levels, but Aquatic Mine and Death Chamber are awful. Yeah. Pumpkin Hill is one of the best songs I've ever heard. I was losing my mind in that level, and the music just kept playing, and I wanted to tear my ears off. When I hack my OG Switch, I'm forcing those events to unlock. I need to get the jig that goes on the Joy-Con rail to hack my Switch, because I've transferred everything to Switch 2 now, and whatever I haven't, I can put on my Switch OLED. So, like, I really don't... I'm not worried about my Switch 1. So I do need to try and hack it. Just so I can, like, restore BDSP 1.1 and, like... give myself the events and stuff. And then it's also good for Scarlet and Violet, because if you missed any of the raid events, Oh, that could be really cool for Sword and Shield, actually, bringing back the old raid events. I have 1. Yeah, my cartridges are 1.0 as well. I wish I had 1.1 cartridges. 1.1 is considerably more broken than 1.0. Like, I haven't explored 1.0 to a very big extent other than doing the glitch that lets you get to Salacion Town early so I could buy Pokeballs to catch the shiny Starly. 1.0 has most of the OG glitches, but it doesn't have Darkrai or Shaman, which is the problem. Like, in 1.1, you can get to Shaman at least. They're just, like, just straight up not in the game. Yeah, which means there's not really a point. You can go there, then update. Can you? I don't think you can get to Shaman in 1.0. I think it has to be 1.1, because 1.1 has the Land Surf glitch. And it doesn't even matter for Darkrai, because you can't start the quest without the member card anyway. Member card? It is the member card that's... Yeah, member card and Oak's Letter is Shaman. Yeah, you can't start the event without the member card, so even if you get to New Moon Island, there won't be anything there. It's not like Diamond and Pearl where you can still get there. Black Knife in Black and White 2 sound font. I'm pretty sure I have that in my playlist. But send that to me anyway. Where's my music? Okay. Honestly gonna do Shaman in Diamond Pearl Platinum. Just be aware, if you don't do it in Platinum, you can't transfer it up. Because the event never released in Diamond and Pearl. So you can only transfer it up in Platinum, if you got it in Platinum. I mean, you could also just, like, unless you're not planning on transferring up, then it doesn't matter, but if you are, you can always just change the Met game in PK Hex to Platinum, if that's a massive issue. I plan to send it up. Okay, yeah. Either just do it in Platinum in the first place, or make sure you change the Met game to Platinum. I know there's also... If you catch Arceus in Japanese Diamond with a male trainer, I'm pretty sure it'll let you send up that Arceus to home. Well, to bank at least. I don't know why. But, if you can't do that, you can also just, like... Oh, what's this? Okay, I'm going to allow that, but try not to shorten Japan to that, because that's a slur. Like for Mew, use PK Hex to force it to be a Japanese Mew? Yeah. I mean, I think Mew still transfers up anyway. I don't think it has to be Japanese. I think it'll let Mew through, just because it's, I just see that as an abbreviation. Yeah, but it's not just an abbreviation. It's much better if you abbreviate it to JPN rather than that, because that's a slur. Yeah, gotta be careful with that one, definitely. Yeah, maybe we don't abbreviate Japanese like that. Hello, Pie Crust. But yeah, I don't think you have to do that for Emerald Mew. I think as long as it comes from Emerald, it's fine. I've seen plenty of English Emerald Mews, like in newer games. On English Mew, it's not legal? Yeah, but I think it still transfers up anyway. Oh, yeah, I know, but like I'm pretty sure it transfers up anyway, even if it's illegal. I mean, I have both of my emeralds are Japanese anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I do also plan on doing that hunt eventually, but so many hunts planned and so many hunts not done. I'm a master at planning hunts and then going to 36 phases. Start to think that the game doesn't want me to move on. Go into bank but not home. I'm not sure. I think it would go into home because I think home will just accept anything from bank. It'll still be illegal, but I'm pretty sure you can still send it in. Pokemon Home has really bad legality checking, so I really they have separate checks, I know, but Pokemon Home has really bad legality checking. I genuinely don't think it'll flag it. I've had to stop planning new hunts until I get caught up on badge quests and stuff. Yeah, like... Any hunt that I'm doing on the side of Mimikyu is also, like, restricted to being something I can do with one hand on in a Switch game. So, like, I've got this and ZA fossils, and I haven't really thought of anything else. Shaman, I guess, but Shaman is Runaway, so that might get a little bit more difficult. Oh no, you could do Shaman pretty easily with the left Joy-Con, because that has the D-pad, and in BDSP, L and R act as the A button. Mew and Deoxys are just once you have the puzzle solved, they can be soft reset. Yeah. Oh, Shiny Haunter! No! It's Timothy! No! No! You're kidding! No! No! Why would you do this to me? Timothy! Timothy! Whoa! Oh, no! Why? Oh my god. Actually, this is absurd. Okay, is my mic working? Okay, my mic is working. What audio source do I have? Oh, Shadowcast, yeah. Okay, this is... Okay. Timothy, Timothy, Timothy. Now I have to include Timothy as a major part of the Mimikyu video when that happens. God damn it, dude. Okay, where's my aux cable? Buzzing. Okay. Give me one moment while I have to freaking set this up for Timothy. You're kidding, dude. I don't even want to zoom in on the game because it's just going to make it blurry. It's focused there, whatever. Okay. Now, Timothy. I'm not very happy about this. What have we got? What balls have we got? Okay, I'm going to put him to sleep first. I'm going to kill Port Raptor 20. That's a promise. This is her fault. She sent Timothy on me and it happened, and of course it had to be on my longest phase. I thought you were just sick in the head for Mimikyu. Oh, no, I am, but there will be a video eventually. Okay. What balls can... What if I chuck a dive ball, actually? For the blue tongue. Just put Timothy down? I can't do that. Three. Timothy and a dive ball. You're kidding me, dude. You can't be serious. Oh, and now I've got a Mischievous that's going to level up in the back of the party as well. That was 13,944. That's the longest hunt I've done. That's my longest 4096 phase. That's over triple odds. I'm so mad. I'm actually... I've done that to a shiny that had me annoyed before. I couldn't do that. But like, oh my god, dude. Of course it had to be Timothy! Mischievous, go away. All of that waiting for Timothy. Yeah, exactly. Of course it was fucking Timothy. Yeah, yes, I'll give Haunter a nickname. And drop my stylus on the floor. Okay, whatever. Where's my controller? Why am I not using my controller, actually? Timothy. Okay. Have we got nature guesses for Timothy? I'm gonna guess evil nature. Timothy is evil nature. Timid, bold, quirked up. Why did that get held back? Adamant, status okay. Imp-like, docile, okay. I'm gonna gay, rash. I'm gonna gay that it has a rash. He's lonely. You deserve to be lonely, Timothy. Why would you do this to me? Freaked up. Sick in the head. Okay. Let me show off Timothy. Okay. I have to save, actually. I do have to save. Don't forget about saving. Okay. Here's Timothy. We have a regular Haunter. And Timothy. The shiny Haunter who I hate with every fiber of my being. Watch there be a shiny Mimikyu here? I wish. Timothy, I'm not happy with you, young man. And of course it was after Claire goes to sleep, because this happens every single time. Regular Golbat. Timothy that I hate. I'm out of here, man. Genuinely, I think I'm gonna end stream. I don't think I can just start another phase after all of that. I think this is where I end today, to be honest. Timothy, I'm watching your stream. Why are you trying to laugh, bruh? That's disrespectful as shit. Timothy. Timothy, why? Why would you do this to me? Mimikyu in 15 encounters? Man. Straight up evil, dude. This guy. Let me put this... I'm gonna put this in my spreadsheet. It was 13,000... 944 encounters for Timothy. Brings my average back up to 3,000. Nope, that's the Pokédex. My controller's doing double inputs for some reason. It's really annoying. Maybe that's why I've been not being able to run from so many guys. Okay, I'm gonna find someone to raid. This is ridiculous. Who's live? Steph. Sabian. So Sabian's just gone live. Yeah, let's go say hi to Sabian and complain about Timothy. Maybe not yet. He hasn't actually started yet. Okay, maybe I can do a couple more encounters before I end then. Set this back up. Get the music going. OBS, change me back to Mimikyu. Okay, and now I get to do this. Zero encounters. Timothy, you're a freaked up and evil little man. I'm not happy. I can't believe it, dude. How many phases is that? 36. This is phase 37 now. Oh, I still have Timothy in the front of the party. Whoops. You know what? No, I'll take the slower encounters just because I'm gonna stare at Timothy. This is ridiculous. 36, 37. Mods, ban Cove. Lily, I'm banning you. Do it. Wait, no. Wait, no. This is what you want. I forgot. Mods, take Lily's shoelaces and cut the aglets off. Man. I'm gonna do it this time. You know what, Lily? I'm feeling nice after my emotional abuse from Timothy. I'll free you from your shackles. You're no longer a mod. Freed from your shackles. No longer forced employment. Boring? Or do you want to be mod again? Now I can't mess with people? Fine. You can have your shackles back. There you go. Lily wants to be banned? Okay, but what's funny? What's funnier, ban or slave labor? I'm gonna go with slave labor. See, look, they're happy about it. This has been insane, dude. Okay, I'm done. 30 encounters, whatever. I'll be back tomorrow. I refuse to comment since I live in the US. Slowly filling your DMs with high quality video game rips. Okay, I will be tweeting about this after stream, because it's ridiculous. Go follow me in these places. I'm gonna be live tomorrow as well, probably a little bit earlier than usual, earlier than today, because I'm hopefully not gonna sleep in for an extra hour. And I'll announce when I go live there. Follow me here if you don't want to miss that. Let's go raid Sabian. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow for phase 37. 37. Someone said I'm getting it on phase 42, and I think that's starting to happen. That's looking like it's gonna happen. Okay, bye bye.